Hey guys, I'm the Burke and I do things. Today is going to be a cozy, kind of relaxing video. I've been posting kind of every so often videos of everything I own from a certain brand. And today I decided to take on the biggest beast in my collection, and that is Colourpop. Now, I don't think I'm going to be doing any swatching in this video because I would probably ruin my skin if I swatched a lot. But we can talk about things. I definitely have decluttered things from Colourpop, so these are kind of like the best of the best in my opinion. Now, as far as Colourpop goes, I have not tried a lot of everything. I've never tried a primer. I've never tried foundation. I've never tried a setting spray. I've never tried their brushes. I've never tried their sponges, their liquid liners, their mascaras, their Luxe lipsticks. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I've never tried their like literally obsessed products. Am I missing anything? I don't know. Oh, Super Shock blushes. I've always wanted to try them, but I haven't yet. I don't know. Basically, if you do want to see everything here that I have from Colourpop, then keep on watching. Let's go. So I have no real rhyme or reason as to how I'm going to go through this. I kind of have everything lumped into categories in front of me, but you're going to be just as surprised as me because I have no idea how to do this. So as far as complexion products go, the only product I have tried are their concealers. So I have both tried the No Filter concealer. I do have this in the shade Fair 02. It's definitely a little too drying for me, so this is not a favorite. There's very little product in it. I do hope to finish this up within the next few months, and it's not something I would repurchase. I also have their Pretty Fresh concealer in the shade Fair 20N. I like this one more, but also it's not an all-time favorite for me. But it's definitely one that I prefer over the No Filter concealer. I do have two brow products. I have the Colourpop, I'm not gonna say Colourpop every time. I have the Brow Gloss Gel in Clear. This is really good at making your brows fluffy. It's kind of similar to the Benefit Gimme Brow, especially I think if you get the tinted version. And then I also have the Brow Boss pencil. I will say this is not a favorite of mine. I definitely don't have the perfect shade for me. For some reason I bought light brown, so it doesn't work perfectly on me. And another issue I have is the spoolie always comes off. Like you gotta like, that's great. It comes off. So it's kind of not the best made product. It's not a brow product I think I would repurchase, but it's not like the worst thing I've used. It's just not my favorite thing from Colourpop. All right, I have two eyeliners. Like I said, I've never tried their liquid liners, but I do have two of their creme gel liners. Now, I don't know if, I think at least this one is still for sale. This is Get Paid. So both of these came in a set. When I bought the Sweet Talk palette, it was like sold out, but it wasn't sold out if you bought it with the liners. Suspicious, I agree, but this is Get Best O, but when I've tried to link this in the past, it hasn't been able to be found, so it's kind of like Colourpop's thing is a discontinuing shades. Okay, now for eyeshadows. Let's start with like singles. So I have 7 Super Shocks in front of me. Okay, 4 of these are from when they did the Laura Lee collab with No Kill LA. So I have the shade Glitz, Shiny, Hiney, and Ritz. This is a popular one, I'm pretty sure, Ritz. Okay, then I have 2 that I can't remember. These must have come in like as free samples. Like I know I didn't buy these 2, but they're both beautiful. So this one is called Lightning Bug. And then this one is called Muse. It's also really pretty. And this one I know I bought. This is called Koosh. And it was like when they brought back discontinued shades. It's really pretty, like silvery shininess. So those are my Super Shocks. I have 1 Jelly Much in the shade Crystal Castle. It got really dry after 1 use, but I haven't gotten rid of it because I did hear you can revive them. So it is my goal to revive it one day, but it's like kind of just like a white iridescent. It's really pretty. I would like to revive it. Okay, so something I bought that I never was really crazy about were the pigments. I did buy 3 of them from the Kathleen Lights collab, and it's not that they're not bad. It's not that they're bad. It's just, it's not something that I reach for a lot. So I have the shade The Maiden, The Lion, and The Goat. Now let's do pressed shadows. So let's start with their 9 pans. So the first 9 pan palette I ever bought from them was Main Squeeze. I definitely like this palette. It's not a most reached for palette for me, but I really do like it. Then the second 9pan palette I bought was Honey. I love yellow eyeshadow, so this is one that I really enjoy. And then the last 9pan palette I bought is Aren't You Glad? And this is my favorite of the three. And it looks like that. And then I also have 3 of their 12pan palettes. So the first one I ever bought is the My Little Pony. And I don't know, I just think this one is so cute. And it's very unique to my collection and I really enjoy it. Then the second palette I ever got is Dream Street. And can you tell how dirty Dream Street is? This is a very well used palette. I think it's my favorite. But I really also super love Sweet Talk. It's like the two of them are tied. I just love them both a lot. And then the only other Colourpop I have is actually single shadows. So I can show you what shades I have here. These actually I bought as like a lab collection they were doing with the influencer Messy Jessie Beauty. So the shades I have are Facet, Get Out, Thank You Next, Come and Get It, 20 Something, Ready or Yacht, Cloud 9, Top Notch, Bel Air, Koi, Paper Tiger, and Let Me Explain. And then I have one more that came as like a sorry your shipment was delayed, and that is the shade Pep Talk. And those are my Colourpop singles. Now I have like bronzer, blush, and highlight kind of all mixed together here. So the first shade I have is from Kathleen Lights. I bought the single before she came out with her like cute little packaging. Now I can't actually take this out, but I think this is called like My Moon and Stars. It was very Game of Thronesy, which is honestly why I bought it. It's a very, very pigmented shade. I do like it, but I have to go in very light-handed with it for sure. Okay, I do have one blush sticks in the shade Hooked, and this is one of my favorite blush products because what I do is I swirl my brush onto the actual stick and then I put it on my face, and I honestly love this. This was one of my most used blushes last summer, and I took this on vacation with me, and it was one of my most used blushes on my cruise vacation this past winter. I did get this highlight. This is the Villains, from the Villains collection. This is You Idiots, You Fools, You Imbeciles. It's the Corella one. Honestly, not a favorite, very glittery, but I love this package. So I don't think I'll get rid of this ever, just because it's so cool and it's more like a collectible to me at this point. And if I ever do need something super glittery, I'm covered. And then I have this duo. So a couple years ago they put out these like duos, and this is the Step Right Up duo, and it has, I believe this is a bronzer called Spectacle and a highlight called Dreamscape. I honestly am not crazy about the bronzer, but I love the highlight, and that's why I've kept it all this time. But yeah, they discontinued these little palettes a while ago. I also have a Super Shock highlight here in Flexitarian. This thing is a Wabam kind of shade. It is Wabamin All This Time Later. Mine is not even close to drying out, so it is good to go. Also, when I got those single eyeshadows, I also got a couple face products with it. So I have 1, 2, 3 face products. So first I have the blush in the shade To The 10. I have a bronzer in Spectacle. Oh my God, it's the same bronzer shade. How weird is that? And you know what's so weird is this shade is not a favorite of mine, and what I do to use this one sometimes, that is so weird. I didn't know that. The more you know. So actually what I wind up doing with this is if I'm self-tanned and I don't have a setting powder that's deep enough, I usually sometimes will set my face with this. Fun fact. That's so weird. Okay, and then the highlighter shade I have is called Padded Down. Okay, now I have lip products, and I guess we're gonna go by type because let's just jump into this. All right, I have one lippy pencil in the shade BFF. This is actually very new in my collection, and I very much enjoy this, and I would definitely get another shade if I felt like I needed another lip liner. All right, let's do lippy sticks. All right, let me break them out. I have 2 creams. Okay, so I have a cream in the shade Bound. I think this is my first ever lippy stick. And then my other cream I have is an Aquarius. I am an Aquarius. I wore this on my birthday this year because gotta represent. And then I have 3 mattes. So Cookie here, I actually bought when I bought that Koosh Super Shock as one of the discontinued shades. And then I also got these two in a set that came out last summer, I think. So this is the shade Chi Chi. It's like a really pretty orangey red. And then this is Parker, which is like a deep nude-ish. All right, let's do bullet lipsticks. So I have 2 cream and 1 velvet Blair. So these are my 2 cream. The first one I ever got was from the Villains collection, and this is the shade Hades. It is awesome, and I absolutely love it. Then this one is part of the collection, I think, that the Sweet Talk palette was in, and this is called Spring Roll. It's like a pretty nude shade. And then I have 1 velvet Blair. I actually wear this pretty often. This is the shade K-Bop. If you ever see me wearing a red lip, a lot of the times it's this. I know that's not very often, but this is usually what it is. Okay, let's do Ultra Satin Lip. I have 3. Okay, so this one is from the Laura Lee No Kill LA collab, and this is the shade Bam. It is the darkest liquid lip I have in my collection, and that's why I keep it, in case I ever need something very deep. And then these 2 are from the Kathleen Lights collab. So this is the shade Dreamy. This is probably my most worn Ultra Satin Lip. And then this is the shade Revere. I don't know how to say it, but it is bright. It is not my most worn shade, but I do love orangey colors a lot. Okay, I have 1 Ultra Matte. So I actually had Ultra Mattes, and I decluttered all of them, but they came out with a newer updated formula last summer, and I got one, and I don't find it quite as drying, and this is the shade Sunny Side. I think this came out with their California Love collection, but I do like the newer formula. And then I have 2 Ultra Blotted Lips. This is the shade Doozy. I feel like I was hearing someone talk about this shade, and that's why I bought this shade. These are blotted. They kind of have more of like a very light lip stain effect. And then this is the shade Scenic Route. Oh, this one definitely came out with that California Love collection. It looks like this. Then I have 4 Ultra Glossy Lips right here. So this is the oldest one in my collection. This is the first Colourpop product I ever owned. I got it in an Ipsy bag. This is called Ipsy VIP. It's like a very pinky gloss. Let's see, what came next? I think this is my next one. This is from the Laura Lee Los Angeles collab again, and this is the shade Wham. It's just like an extremely, extremely glittery gloss. Then this is part of the Kathleen Lights collab. This is Moonchild. This is probably my most worn Colourpop gloss. And then finally, I got this one. This is the shade Neat Freak. This is from the Colourpop collab with Shayla. This is also super glittery. I do have 1 So Juicy gloss in the shade Princess Cut. I like this, but I don't think I'd want another one. I feel like one of these is more than enough. And then the last product from Colourpop I own are the Luxe glosses. This was gifted to me by one of my friends, and I have all of the glosses in this collection, and I really like this. Out of all the Colourpop gloss formulas I've tried, this is my favorite. It just has a very moisturizing feeling. Like, it feels good on the lips. I'm a big fan of this collection, and I'm super glad that my friend gave it to me as a gift. I thought that was very nice. But yeah, that is my Colourpop collection. It's definitely my largest collection of everything I own. You'll have to let me know, like, what are your favorite Colourpop products? Honestly, I think for me, it's the eyeshadows. They're just easy for me to work with, especially as someone who's not the greatest at eyeshadow. I definitely have a lot of lip products too, but that's my life. And yeah, that is it for this video. Let me know, do you like these kind of videos? I'm trying to think of like relaxing content. Is there another brand you'd like to see like this? I obviously can't do a full face of Colourpop video because I don't have a lot of the base products, but let me know in the comments whatever you want me to know. And as usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I have my Twitter and my Instagram down below. Give them a follow, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!